All right. The interesting thing about us and Nintendo is we seem to fanboy a lot, but the reason why we do is because they've been releasing some really good stuff. So, though, according to you and a few other people I've seen do minor like abridged posts, they weren't hugely impressed by Nintendo's E3 lineup. But I would say that Nintendo's been releasing stuff periodically for the last few months. So for them to have any huge surprises up their sleeve doesn't seem like a huge likelihood versus Microsoft and Sony, who've been more or less quiet this whole time. Yeah. Yep. Whenever you are.
Mr. Iwata? Mr. Iwata?
Is this last year's?
Yes, we're ready to start filming the Nintendo digital event for E3 2015.
Because I thought they did Muppets last year.
Thank you. I will head directly
Oh,
to the stage.
Yeah, they did Robot Chicken last year.
that's right.
The hand motions and everything. Is this Muppets though, or is this just some like third party thing?
I wouldn't be surprised if they got Jim Henson involved.
Reggie,
I like how Iwata talks.
digital event?
I know he's.
Like you can tell he's probably doing this all phonetically.
Nintendo 62.
Cute.
Nintendo 64. Puppet.
By the way, my new catchphrase will be "My puppet body is ready."
Nice.
Reggie's face terrifies me. By the way,
Yes, he does.
I was sitting there for a moment, going like, "Oh, and we're gonna." No, who got left?
Yo.
I'm here.
I just believe that that's what his actual house looks like.
I agree. That's how.
See, the Japanese people look exactly like themselves, and then Reggie just looks terrifying.
He looks like fucking. He looks. You know what? He looks like fucking Balrog from Street Fighter.
I was gonna say one of the Garbage Pail Kids.
Mr. Miyamoto?
Oh, yes.
I was going to say I was about to put in some gameplay footage of Cammy and Brody from Street Fighter 5, but
Ready
I don't know how much you can
gentlemen?
contribute to that.
I just have to remember my wife.
Uh oh. They're becoming furries.
Look, look.
Ew.
Whoa. Now he looks even more terrifying. Ugh.
These characters look like they're some sort of foxes from the stars. But that's probably not true at all.
I guess there must be from some.
That was a terrifying transformation, and I wish it didn't happen.
I'm like that Muppet right now with just their jaws down.
Yeah.
But I will admit, these look really cool. These,
I do kind of want these Star Fox puppets.
yeah.
I like how there's no Slippy.
Because why not?
Hey, Fox, do a barrel roll.
Yeah, come on, Fox.
Oh,
Do
man.
a barrel roll.
Yeah.
Barrel roll? I can do better than that. Check this out.
No.
Entering Cornerius orbit.
Okay, people are talking about it being lackluster, yet I'm seeing some Star Foxiness here.
Well, because I think we knew about Star Fox. That's why.
Yeah, okay.
That's the thing. They wanted something. People wanted something new.
We're seeing gameplay here.
Not only that, we know what's going to be about. That's the thing. Before we didn't even know jack shit. Now it's like, I don't think about Nintendo. People
No, not land missions. No.
Well,
No.
You know
No.
what this is? Actually, you know what? This
no
could
land
work.
missions. No.
This works. Have you played Star Fox 2 at all?
Star Fox 2? No, I had a friend who had the
ROM?
ROM of it, and I watched him play a couple levels.
Actually, believe it or not, that's actually better to find than the ones on the. Those modes are actually better to find in that game than they are than they were using like Assault.
Yeah, the game that everyone forgot existed.
Yeah. So I do like the exploration aspects.
Let's take the offensive.
I do, and like I said, all the stuff like the R-wing transforming with the walker and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's all from Star Fox 2, and I'm happy that they're actually implementing a lot of those ideas into it.
Yeah, I'm still not keen on like the ground missions and stuff like that.
I live right by the Fushimi Inari Shrine. I've had a relation with this shrine since I was a child.
By the way, I gotta admit, this is just a weird pet peeve of mine. I don't like them doing like the voiceover for the Japanese person. I'd rather them just have subtitles. And
there was a TV show about fighting planes called Thunderbirds.
Is it really where Star Fox comes from?
Yeah. From Thunderbirds. That's why if you see like the early that early packaging for Star Fox, they all look like very like plasticky, like action figure like.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's why. Okay.
And that's why it's like everyone whenever they talking like the other they're like blah, 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 like their mouths are moving kind of like puppets.
Yeah.
So talking about details regarding how to
I like when I heard about that, it's like I can see it.
All sorts of types of people. But ever since I was in school, I drew comics with caricaturized humanoid animals, and decided that the characters in this game should be based off animals. I then talked about it with Imamura-san, the designer, and we thought about the fox image. Then I thought, let's try making a fox the main character.
We're entering Corneria City now.
But we didn't know how to draw legs, so we gave him these weird robot legs.
You want to go on?
And we just explained that the G-forces.
That's the kind of game I wanted to make.
Which, according to MatPat, does not actually work.
Yes.
Thinking about the shrine, this place is
the
row of arches.
Cute.
So we went with this idea to create a game where you would fly through different arches.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, this is going along with the story of
Star Fox is a game
I've heard this
where
story
you
before.
use a control stick, like the one you'd find.
I haven't heard much of the behind-the-scenes stuff.
It's an interesting story how he came up with it. Like you said, he came up with it because of Japanese culture and stuff like that. And it's like what ended up happening is like there was another prototype to a game that they made by Agronauts, and they were like, yeah, well, we want this.
Play as if they were flying a real plane. It's really exciting.
And Agronaut was working on Star Fox 2 until
For Wii U, with
Star
its
Fox
two
64
screens,
came out.
We experimented
Yeah.
with gameplay with ideas before this iteration of Star Fox. There were two screens that each serves a specific purpose. For example, we've tested using one screen for a more cinematic view and the other for gameplay.
Okay.
The Wii U gamepad has a gyro, and it's a big reason we decided to make this game. It's a cockpit view, so it feels like you're in the cockpit like this.
Sweet.
You can
Yeah,
aim
but
by
wouldn't
moving
that
the
be like
gamepad
kind of
around.
intrusive sometimes?
In the other Star Fox games, you play by controlling.
For example, if you're like laying down and stuff like that, like
Well, I think you're gonna have to choose when you're gonna play Star Fox.
focus in to aim on the
true, it's
gamepad.
like how you choose,
Make sure no one else is on the couch with you.
Flying in third
Well, you
person
also
on
need like a
TV
swivel,
while
like
shooting down at the
seat.
enemies below you from the cockpit view on the gamepad. You can be really immersed in the experience.
This
So
could
that's
either be
something I hope
really
people can
cool
check
or
out.
it can be really intrusive. I don't know.
On the Nintendo 64 system, you
They also may have different
buttons.
play options.
Now, with
Yeah,
the
I hope
Wii U
so.
Gamepad, you can use two sticks to do things like speed up and flip around.
Did you just do an E-Woman?
Yeah.
There's only one button to fire all the different weapons. So there are 4 buttons left, and with that, we thought, why not use these buttons to make the R-Wing transform?
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, well, yeah, like I said, that's all from Star Fox 2 with the pistol button.
Which thankfully they didn't steal that from Macross at all, so that was good.
Walker,
Or from Transformers.
that was in Star Fox.
And Macross.
But since
Specifically the Starfighter turning into like a humanoid robot. I'm like,
That is not even a humanoid now. It's like an ostrich.
the R-Wing transformation mechanic...
yeah, but the battle
actually
pods,
looks
the
like it
Zentradi
makes a
battle
lot of
pods were
sense.
basically ostriches.
Good point.
There's the Landmaster,
Landmaster, which we didn't steal from Empire Strikes Back.
Yes.
and also the Gyro Wing.
That we didn't steal from
which
realistic.
add a lot of breadth.
No, he didn't steal from realistic, you know, jets.
Tasks as Fox.
Yeah.
You can also
Okay.
do different stages with other vehicles too.
So for variety purposes, I'm fine with the extra vehicles, because if that means I can still play the majority of the game R-Wing, I'm fine.
I knew they were gonna do that anyways.
Crap, it's Charizard.
We built the game using ideas from the past, but it's not a Part 4 or Part 5. It's not a remake either, so we named it Star
Because that's not gonna be
Fox
confusing.
this time. The subtitle Zero was taken from how the kanji character looks in calligraphy. Star Fox is based off of the Japanese culture that inspired me, so I wanted people around the world to see this cool kanji character in the logo.
No Japanese puns that don't work in America.
When
I will
saw
admit
it,
that
it
the
reminded me of a
Japanese
fox
kanji
tail.
looks pretty cool.
We wrote the
It
character
does.
with a brush and added the logo. It looks cool.
Here's all the amiibos you will never be able to buy.
I want like a Japanese voiceover on him.
Nintendo's digital event for E3 2015. I'm Reggie Fils-Aimé, president of Nintendo of America. We began today having a little fun imagining ourselves as characters in the Star Fox universe. But that opening was more than just fun. It also represents a theme you're going to encounter consistently throughout Nintendo's experience for E3. That theme is transformation. Recently, Mr. Iwata has made several announcements on how Nintendo itself is being transformed, with expansion to Universal theme parks, mobile devices, and our new dedicated game platform, codenamed NX, which we'll tell you more about in
Better knew that.
2016. Today,
November 16th? What?
2016.
On the
Oh, okay.
transformations you'll be enjoying right inside your Nintendo gameplay in the coming months. If there's a secret to the longevity of Nintendo franchises, it is transformation. We never let them stand still. There always has to be something new, something compelling. And that even applies to the game Super Mario Brothers, which is celebrating its 30th anniversary
Yay.
in 2015.
That doesn't make you feel old at all.
To say he's been
Yes.
transformed over the years is obvious. But along the way, he's also transformed gaming, from establishing the platforming genre on the NES to the 3D world of Super Mario 64. Later this year, Super Mario Maker will take the next step by turning the essence of game creation over to you, our fans.
We've already seen what they can do with this.
Players will
It's
become
insane.
creators as you build your own Mario levels that can be shared globally.
And I'm the kind of person who has friends who probably would want to be playing that.
Maybe even I'll be playing.
But
And of course,
not for me.
Your latest creation. Finally, nothing in our history has transformed our franchises quite like Amiibo. And as you'll find out this week, there are more new Amiibo on the way and more games for them to inhabit. In fact, right now, let's see how Amiibo are about to show up.
we love amiibos because they give us cash monies. Cash monies. Money's for our cash. Money in our glass. Money.
So at this year's Nintendo digital event, the team put me right to work. So I'm pleased to be here with Karthik Bala from
Whoa, hello,
the
Activision.
studio at Activision. And Karthik, we've got some great news to share.
Yeah, so
Skylanders, well,
Skylanders franchise has always been deliver.
I already saw
brand
this
new
one, so be
innovation,
prepared.
the highest quality
It's actually
game
kind of cool.
For the first time, we're bringing a whole new toy.
I just can't get excited about Skylanders, but
Well, you'll see. They actually will make you
Skylanders
excited.
Superchargers, and really blending it to this epic vehicle adventure.
But there's more to it, right?
We've got 2 unexpected guest stars. So introducing turbocharged Donkey Kong and his vehicle, the Barrel Blaster. We also have Bowser. This is Hammerslam Bowser, and his vehicle, the Clown Cruiser.
Bowser is always my favorite. I don't know why people say that I look like Bowser and at times act like Bowser.
Gee, I wonder why with your
Playing as
terrifying
these
fucking
figures, as
puppet.
you have the various vehicles. What happens?
So they have complete move sets and upgrade trees of powers and abilities, some of which are natural, things that you would
I don't
expect,
know,
like
but
Donkey Kong throwing barrels.
this is actually kind of interesting.
Bowser slamming down his
yeah.
but also really unexpected moves that harken back to elements of lore within the 30 years of history of these characters.
I still don't care.
And these figures do.
If you put the figure on a Skylander's portal, they act as a Skylander, but you can twist the base and switch it to amiibo. And it can use
that's
the
what I'm
amiibo
excited for.
in
They're
the
actually
Nintendo game.
amiibos.
So again,
Yeah.
these characters, these vehicles, only playable on
Yeah, and they're only exclusive to the Wii U version.
Well, I imagine.
Yeah.
So as you
So there you go. Now I have an excuse to buy a Skylanders. Fuck you, fuck
Well, you don't need to
Activision.
own the Skylanders game, though. You could just have them for their other amiibo purposes.
True.
What was that like in terms of working with us to bring these fabulous experiences to life?
Because I like that Bowser design. I just
You know, I think
don't really care about having a Bowser Skylander.
Well, it's an amiibo.
Yeah, well, to go along with my collection of Zero, so it works well.
And this is when the Nintendo team said,
It goes both ways.
Do something different, you know, something new. And we created Magma Bowser, you know, who's never been seen before. And, you know, his fire breath just becomes this insane flamethrower. We wanted to set the Koopa on fire. And they said, use dry
I will say this, seeing the footage of Donkey Kong and Bowser play, they look pretty broken for the game. It just looks like they just dominate everything.
Looks like it.
We're going to be sharing more and more information. You and your team are going to grace us at Nintendo Treehouse Live, and there's going to be a lot more information to share.
Oh, yeah, I can hear that.
Fantastic. Thank you. What's next?
The dolls are back.
The fucking Bowser's there. What the fuck?
Wait, you can change sound effects like that?
Well, no, you can change. Did you see? Just want to Link.
Okay, that was just... See, now my brain's just getting hurt.
This looks cool.
Yeah.
But the possibilities of someone screwing you over is very, very, very high.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Mickey Loungewear.
So your outfit determines your powers or something, or
Yeah, pretty much. It looks like.
big bomb outfit? This looks very Four Swordsy, and I have my issues with Four Swordsy games. Because I have friends who were jerks.
Yeah. We all were jerks when we played this game.
Now, granted, if there's a battle mode, this could be a lot of fun. But if it's us trying to, like, work together to actually beat a boss and save the day, yeah, it's not going to work out so well. I guess I'll say this. I need to learn more about the modes and stuff like that before I would get excited, but it looks like it could be fun. I'm just afraid of my friends.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Aonuma, the producer of Zelda.
Hey, Aonuma-san.
Today, I would like to talk about The Legend of Zelda: Triforce Heroes, the latest Nintendo 3DS Zelda
What I
game.
like is that he's
I
now
have the
become
game's
like the de facto
director,
face of
Shikata,
Zelda.
here to introduce it with
It's like
Yeah.
it's no longer Miyamoto that's the face of Zelda, but Eiji Inuma is, and like
multiplayer
that's
in past
cool.
Zelda games was
Well, that's kind of the thing that Nintendo has
everyone would gather to
kind of
play
grown
to see who would
into.
get the most rupees.
Sorry, I'm trying to listen and talk at the same time.
To cooperatively enjoy more
But it's just like how they have whatever his name is.
like solving puzzles and going through dungeons.
The 3D
I'm not complaining,
visuals
it's just,
of A Link
wow, that's
Between
random.
Worlds was a great feature, especially in terms of depth. So I wanted to incorporate that into the multiplayer. So That's why we came up with the totem mechanic. Co-op was fully realized with the totem mechanic.
So co-op is now mandatory, okay.
You can carry your friends on your shoulders and reach higher places.
Literally.
A 4-player totem was too tall. So we decided 3 was the better choice. For single player, there are supporting doll-like characters. There are 2 of them. And you can beat a level by switching between Link and these 2 dolls.
Yeah, so kind of like 4 swords. You can switch around.
It's just full of fashion-savvy people. Then we find out something has happened.
You can't read that text.
So the king is looking for a hero who could help. So different players
Looking
are each claiming to be the hero. And so it begins.
We can pause this because I actually I realized it has a hiragana on it.
And conquering dungeons is a familiar.
That's something I'm noticing on Nintendo games. They're actually adding like that little hiragana on it. Okay, that's cool.
So it should appeal to fans of the series. This time, there's also a fashion element, where you collect items to create new outfits with new abilities. By buying and equipping these different clothes, your abilities change.
Look how happy
so the
Link is.
Courses will offer different
His
experiences
dream come true.
depending on what you wear.
The only reason you ever saved her was you just want to share clothes.
That's the scary part. It's like, he actually looks, he's wearing it better than she can.
Online multiplayer where you can't see their reactions is fun too. I hope people invite others to try out the game with them.
Because you need to coordinate like fuck with this game. It's like Monster Hunter. No.
Yeah. No, you don't want the non-communicative thing. I understand Link doesn't talk, but that doesn't mean the player shouldn't.
Yelling excitedly about the game.
Like I like the fact that Link doesn't talk, but like
on the team. Also for Nintendo 3DS,
because it's nothing like
we have another new game.
Needing some sort of item and you don't have the clothing outfit for it, but someone else does, and you can't do anything to get there.
We're now developing a 3DS version.
Okay, so this I thought this was just rumor.
No, this is real. They confirmed that around the time.
So
DLC characters from that
yeah.
one.
What I like is that
wait,
they added new characters to this one. I think you can play as Tetra. And the king of Hyrule
from stages from The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker.
Yeah, there's Tetra.
Expand the gameplay.
Might be my favorite version of Zelda.
Yes.
I know someone who should probably costume play as Tetra.
Is not like the Zelda.
Is that the king?
Yes.
It is an experience only Koei Tecmo can really bring to life.
I think they also announced that they're gonna have new costumes as well that you can transfer over to the Wii U version. I saw that there's a model of like Adventures of Link.
Zelda Triforce Heroes on Nintendo 3DS.
First look. Oh, okay. This is
Here's the trailer.
Yeah. Cue the rock music. Cue the butt rock.
I'm fine with this remix.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Dynasty Warriors games, and it's like whenever I hear the music to those games, it gets me hyped to fight. So I'm perfect with them remixing it to the point where it gets me hyped to fight.
It's bad that I really like that variant of Zelda, like the sexy armor Zelda.
Oh yeah, you're not alone. Because everyone's reminded of Saber.
Yeah, she does kind of have a Saber thing going for her.
And we got Dropkick Murphy doing the soundtrack now.
Well, I think it's supposed to be referential
to Wind Waker, yeah.
Wind
but it's
Waker,
like,
yeah.
wow, it's like that is totally like Dropkick Murphy's, which I don't mind.
Agreed.
Seriously, that's the part that got me. I love that. What the fuck are you doing?
Hey.
I just assumed That's how he has to be every time they're explaining to him.
Direct.
Wait, did he just use a shout from
Skyrim?
Skyrim? Foo!
Fusara!
Like people were trying to make a meme out of that. That was awesome. See, I hadn't heard about this yet. Why aren't people talking about this?
Because apparently it sucks.
Really?
Yeah. Which I can see why, because it's supposed to be like, you know... That's what we saw the other day.
Yeah. Wait, is this a bunch of like multiplayer BS Metroid stuff?
Yes.
Oh, never mind. Just don't care now.
Yeah. Now you know why everyone's like downvoting this game. I'm like...
Yeah. Look, if it was gonna be a new...
There you go.
They really like using little Mario Maker like transformation thing there. Oh, that's what the new one's gonna be called.
In the US.
Oh, I'm sure the original Japanese title is like 14 words.
No, it's actually one. It's a word that makes no fucking sense. It's called Fire Emblem If.
Oh.
Now, once and for all, no more games.
The only problem with this game, and agree, it's like I love it in this game. The only problem is, you know what they're doing in this game, right? Okay.
I think I heard, but I'm way too enthralled in how pretty this trailer looks.
Alright, I'll tell you right now.
Punishment. The sentence is death.
I do agree that it looks fucking pretty. And it looks fucking nude with the girl with the sweat.
Oh, is this the one where you can choose to play it from either side or something like that?
Yeah, but how it's set up is that there's two games. It's essentially Pokemon.
Oh.
And here's the other one.
Well, this is the one that at least isn't going to try to rip me off with monies. But this is a... Well, let's see if this trailer actually makes me feel better about this game. Oh, Happy J-Pop helps. Scantily Clad Women does help too. Are we going to be dancing all night?
I wonder too. What I think is, for a game like this is Fire Emblem X Shin Megami Tensei. Didn't we already say where's the Fire Emblem? Where's the Shin Megami Tensei?
Well, a lot of yeah, no. Well, look, God, this game unnecessarily pisses me off. It really shouldn't.
It's because it's Persona 4, huh?
Yeah.
That's the vibe I get out of this game. It's Persona 4.
Well, God, don't you have like really crappy like auto-tune music in the background?
What the fuck? That was Crumb?
If someone told me that this was the next Fate game, I would totally believe it. So I'm like, oh, by the way, this is just like Fate again Extreme. I'd be like, yeah, of course.
I truly agree with you. This game is making
yeah, Glasses Girl's kind of cute. Though.
This game's making me feel unnecessarily kind of like iffy about the game.
Yeah, this is really actually hurting my interest. This feels almost... This trailer like caused the clench in my stomach the same way I felt the first time I saw the Final Fantasy II trailer.
Okay. Fire Emblem FE, okay. Oh, Banana, tell me your secrets.
Banana.
What the fuck? His transitions are fucking...
Something that only the Japanese would get.
Oh, here we go. The game that no one cared about the day of yesterday. Because no one was talking about it on social media. I I guess the problem is like if you had like this worked game, it's like yeah.
Oh man, I love running simulator sequences.
Like all of these types of games.
Yeah. Guys, I'm almost there. I'm almost there, guys.
Ah, sorry. It's just the problem. I've seen this game enough. Just release it already. It was great when it first came out. It's like now that it's like it's good. Here's the thing. It's good that you remind us that the game is still alive. Mm-hmm. But at times it's like hey, maybe too much is too much. I've already seen everything this game has to offer pretty much at this point.
I know I'm making a lot of jokes, but I'm making jokes for some reason you are.
Yeah, thank God you agree with me.
I haven't even played the original or 3D remake.
Oh no, Isabel's gonna choke.
Oh good, Animal Crossing. You enjoy that trailer? I'm gonna go look at what's available on the PSN store.
Is this gonna be okay, that's cool. You can actually move around the things without you physically being. Okay, that's cool. You got my attention. Oh! Okay! Dude! I get this game now! You don't make your houses for yourself. You make it for other people.
Okay.
And you have to like essentially make the other houses so they can be happy. Okay, that's a cool take on this game. I'm sorry, it's just like I love Animal Crossing.
Yeah, by all means, freak out. I'm literally looking
at
different companies, a competing companies' E3 sale. So.
Anything good? Is Castlevania on the list?
I haven't seen it. It's a lot. It's a weird mix of like stuff on this list, though.
Yeah.
Things I'm like, I don't remember that being like one of the E3 games from like the last couple of years that people cared about. It looks like just almost like a random smattering of just games. It's like these were shown at E3 at some point. Thanks.
Oh, this is cool too. They're doing a board game with amiibos with Animal Crossing.
Okay, that I may actually have some brief interest in.
It's basically a game of life.
Alright, I'm back.
Sorry.
If it's a new Ikadaki Street, I'd be fine too.
It is kind of like Ikadaki Street in a way. Because yeah, it's more like a... It's very much like, We split our walls. Gosh, we have this. That's adorable! I want this game!
So is that just like like a mini game within the game then?
No, this is a completely new game. This is for the Wii U.
Okay.
Okay, I'm down with this game. Amiibo Festival, Holiday 2015. Oh, here we go, another one. What's this? Oh, Yoshi. Oh my god, I want the amiibos for this game so much. Have you seen them?
I'm in it.
They're all like these little, plushies. Oh my god, they're so adorable.
I work with developers in making Nintendo games.
Like those Yoshis right there that she has on the table. Those are the amiibos.
And I was in charge of designing
Huh.
the Woolly World.
It's so adorable.
Working with Tezuka.
For a game I have no interest in, I just want the amiibo. And sleep with it at night and be like, you protect me, Yoshi.
The player, so it has both elements, the leader and the player.
Is that Peeps?
What's up, Chief?
At first, I decided to make some yarn Yoshi just for fun because I'm not a programmer or an artist, so I wasn't able to make something in the actual game. So, and the development team is really working hard. So
Wait, then what's her job again?
Is there anything that I can do? In some
She said she wasn't a programmer or an artist, and I don't remember what her original job statement was.
I think she said she used to make like yarn stuff for all over the place.
Back to the office.
Huh.
Like that's what inspired her to make this game. I also make like she did most of the stuff that you're seeing right here.
Oh, okay.
That maybe for a game like this, a plushie.
Have you seen the atrocities that come out if you put another amiibo in this game?
It goes well with the vibe of the game.
No, I have not.
If you put any other amiibo in the game, they'll have a wool pattern of that amiibo.
Prototypes.
For every amiibo available.
Yoshi himself is
So if you can believe it, you can have a wool Sonic the Hedgehog of Yoshi, which is terrifying. Which is more terrifying than you think than you're imagining right now.
The world itself is in yarn and fabrics and lots of textiles.
We're getting like a Monster Ranch almost effect.
Yes.
Let's combine monsters together. What's the worst that could happen?
And in this game, the enemies are made of yarn as well. So when Yoshi swallows them, they turn into little yarn balls instead of eggs. Well, most of all, we want the game to be fun. Yoshi's Woolly World provides plenty.
This game is so Japanese.
If you try to go for 100%
I like it.
completion. But also
Concept alone sells me on it.
Have lots and lots of people enjoy the game, and those lots of people have different expectations on the difficulty of the game. And for us, what's so special about Yoshi games is that the difficulty level is all up to the player, because if you just want to have fun, you can just run through the levels. If you think you're a more advanced player, you can set the challenge a little higher by collecting lots of items, and that provides plenty of challenge in this game. We are very confident that the game provides both the challenge and the fun. Its co-op mode is designed so that the user can decide how they want to play with their friend. So you can either cooperate with your friend, you can help each other out, you can follow the other Yoshi, turn him into a yarn ball, and then throw it to high areas so that the other Yoshi can reach that area.
You know that people are going to abuse that and like break the other Yoshi, throw him out the arena, and that's it.
Well, but if you're playing like
and if you use it in Yoshi's
couch co-op,
then Yoshi's
then you can actually coordinate and do stuff right.
Character. So for example,
well, here you go.
Mario amiibo, you can get a Mario Yoshi, which is a Yoshi in Mario pattern, in Mario
what
design. So if you have an amiibo at home, maybe you can have fun trying out different characters. In this game, when we turned Poochie into yarn, he was really cute. So that's why we decided to have him again in this game. He barks when there's an important item around you, so he's a quite useful companion to have. Even after you've played the level, it's really fun to go back.
Adorable as all hell.
Level because
yeah.
There's always something that you missed.
Heartwarming. Makes your heart grow like a couple sizes bigger.
It would be great if
warms
you
your evil heart.
Items in one go, but that is quite challenging.
You're gonna give all the gifts back to the Whovians.
Playing the same level
Whoville.
Again.
I know you're not that evil.
Most of all,
at least that's what I assume that you're not.
I'm as evil as the situation warrants.
Oh god.
We really like the weird dances. Like, we got these puppets, man. We're gonna use them.
Oh!
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Don't die! Yokai watch!
I bashed my knee. I was trying to roll in closer when I saw the company name. A sperm monster?
That's just a typical ghost. Oh my god, Yokai watch!
You understand yokai a little better now?
Oh my god, I'm so happy this game's coming out! Jibanyan!
Do your thing!
Summoning Charming!
What the hell?
Okay, this is the best part of this press conference, because I fucking love Yokai Watch. So happy. It's gonna be out this year. Ooh, I'm buying one.
So it's like a real life Pokemon.
Well, no, it's Pokemon with ghosts.
Okay, even though ghosts aren't yokai.
Oh yeah.
Two Mario worlds collide.
Yeah, it's the Super Mario, the Paper Mario and the Mario and Luigi franchises.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the Mario and Luigi franchises. I'm not the biggest Paper Mario fan either.
I like it.
One of the few Mario games I've had to rage quit was Dream Team. The game has so many flaws that I'm like, ugh, how do people like this franchise? So I made Mario and Luigi Dream Team like 3DS with a game I was really getting excited about, and then the game's terrible. Which is fine, because I just played Pokemon and Zero Escape.
I do like the stuff that you can transform. So you can transform things into paper, and then just use the interactive stuff, the crazy interactive stuff for Mario and Luigi. It's kind of cool. I know it's not your cup of tea, but I like it.
Well, just the game is unnecessarily. Dream Team is just really unbalanced. Like everything will be really easy, then you'll take on a boss who will just destroy you. And I'm like, that's just... And it's gotten some patches since, so maybe they fixed some of that stuff and made things a little more fair. I just have no desire to go back to it. I mean, Mario Tennis.
Someone killed the giant moving thing.
I was gonna do the classic joke of Samir, did she just get hotter? She became giant, but I was like, too easy.
Okay, jumping from that height will create some sort of earthquake somewhere.
We've been working together for 30 years now. If there's 3 ideas presented to both of us, we pick the same one.
As the years went on and we made more and more side-scrolling games, we had to create a more advanced tool to design them with. This became the basis of Super Mario Maker.
The tool got so good that the more we worked with it, the more we realized we could also turn it into something everyone could enjoy. With Super Mario Maker,
so basically this is an internal thing?
If I'm reading this correctly? This instant feedback
basically
really help your imagination run wild.
Back in the
They
day,
took whatever system they were using and made it more user-friendly, and boom.
To design courses, we would actually draw them one at a time onto these sheets of graph paper.
Interesting.
Hey, it's what my friends and I used to do.
Programmers who would code them into a build. While digging up these old documents, we found this. It's very precious. When we first thought of the idea of Super Mario Brothers, we had a concept of land, air, and sea. See this old sketch of Mario throwing fireballs from a moving cloud? You can now do that in Super Mario Maker.
Yo,
you can
that's
even control
cool.
where the cloud flies.
Oh, you can steal Lehito's cloud, basically.
Yeah. In the old days, when we needed to fix or change part of the course, it would get really messy if we tried to edit the original drawing. So we'd put this see-through paper on top to make edits.
A lot of things might look familiar, but you can combine various elements from the different games to create entirely new stuff. Like stacking different enemies on top of each other to make a huge tower, and then putting a bullet bill on top. You can even put things we've never placed underwater. Right, there are some enemies that don't normally appear underwater.
Those Goombas are dead.
Goombas. When you put one underwater in Super Mario Maker, It will swim like a small shrimp.
They're dead. They're fucking dead.
Mario can even take on the appearance of other characters. Tap a compatible amiibo, like Wii Fit Trainer, and Mario can turn into Wii Fit Trainer when he gets a mystery mushroom. It's called Costume Mario. We have a lot of these planned. To celebrate Super Mario's 30th anniversary, we're releasing an 8-bit amiibo. When you use it, your Mario in-game is going to appear a bit bigger. The amiibo itself is pretty big too, to reflect the effect in the game. There's also a Super Mario Maker booklet. The booklet has a lot of sample courses. It's really fun just looking at them, as if this is what would happen if you design the world of Mario in real life.
Most times, I start by making a course I want to play, which is usually like a 2-1 or 2-2. Once that's done, we try to make it a little easier. So we move on to making 1-1. It's always like that. I may come across as a mean person by saying this, but in 1-1, there's a Goomba, which is clearly an enemy. But there's also a super mushroom, and you might run when you first see it. You run, but there's a block above, so you can't run. So if you jump, the ceiling is low, so you usually hit it.
Oh, that's the very first level.
When you do, you grow big. It's a surprise. There are stairs, but there are gaps. But the first gap has a floor, and the second one is the one you want to avoid because it's bottomless. So it's a tutorial in a sense. We put a lot of thought into those types of things.
When playing a Mario game for the first time, it's a challenge to run and jump at the same time. New players usually fall into the first pit because they can't make the jump. But they learn from it. They usually fall into it because they
Mario's
can't
like, I see a pit, what the fuck?
It's like game design training software.
Try it if you want to get into game design.
Or to piss off your friends.
With enough practice, anyone can become a good course designer.
Earlier I said that Nintendo's experience for E3 is all about transformation. And while we've given you a sneak peek of some of our games coming later in 2015, there's still much more to share. Next, Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 begins.
Which we will never see.
We'll kick off with Mr. Miyamoto and fellow developers flying through Star Fox Zero. And if you can't wait to get your hands on Super Mario Maker, the opportunity is right in front of you. On Wednesday, from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday from noon until 5 p.m. local time, you can walk into any of more than 100 Best Buy stores in the US and Canada and experience the game for yourself firsthand. You can find the details of all of our activities this week at e3.nintendo.com. To close, as anyone transforms, be it a person or a company, it's good to reflect on where you've been to help guide where you go next. Over the past 30 years, more than 1 billion people around the world have played a Nintendo game. And most of them have played as gaming's biggest star, Mario. From the music, to the costumes, to the characters, Super Mario isn't just Nintendo's mascot. There's a little piece of him, and certainly memories of his adventures, inside all of us.
Can I get that to work?
You have to do it in, whatchamacallit, remix. So it's the only time I've ever been able to do it, is when they literally, like, set you up, pre-start you on it, and then you can... And the nostalgia feels.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
But this is unrealistic, because if you're playing New Super Mario Bros. U, do you know you're using the gamepad to fuck people over?
don't necessarily need to do that. I think half the time you just screw someone over on accident. This YouTube montage brought to you by the YouTube. Check out more YouTube montages on the YouTube.
Indeed.
Almost sounds like the Code Secret version. What that is.
Yo, Miyamoto, jam it out, man. Play some Freebird. He just sits with the guitar after I'm done, after I say that. That's it. I cancel the Star Flux. I'm like, ah. Also, you can't forget.
We'll work on Dinosaur Planet 2.
Super Mario, Jared. Come on.
Yeah.
Just open a Mario seat and like jump off some Italian people.
Now it's your turn. Visit LetSuperMario.com and help us celebrate his 30th anniversary by submitting your own Super Mario video. And do it for a good cause, with Nintendo making a donation to the non-profit group Operation Smile. Visit our site for details. Let's have some fun, let's support a great cause, and let's Super Mario.
I can see where people are kind of like, if you weren't excited for the Nintendo Direct. Didn't see anything kind of new or anything like that.
Yeah.
That's fine though. I'm not like. I guess going in knowing that this is not gonna be what we were expecting actually does help. Ooh, you saw a clown card. Alright, and that's it for that.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I think because I had the low expectations that I came in and was like, I was pleasantly surprised. Metroid multiplayer doesn't look like that great of a game, but the Zelda games got me curious. I mean, I'm going to grab Hyrule Warrior Legends. I mean, that's just not even a question. Star Fox looks pretty good. Mario Maker seems like something that'd be really fun if my creative friends had it, but really not fun if I had it. Because, again, it's a stage creator game, and I just don't do those. I'm not good at them. I'll get like bored halfway through designing a level, and I'll just stop. I don't know why. I've never been able to... The only time I've ever been able to use a map editor properly and made maps that most people played and said were terrible was Warcraft 2, I believe. I remember making some Warcraft 2 maps, and I actually made them really dickish maps where I had like really limited resources. So the whole thing was like, oh, you want like you'll have enough wood, but there's basically the only gold mine is like in the middle of the map. So essentially the whole battle is just trying to hold your opponent off while trying to raid this one gold mine. And basically nobody liked that idea. I was like, I like it. It puts a real challenge to this with the limited resources thing, but no one dug the limited resources thing. But I don't know. I'm looking at some of those maps, I'm like, man, some of these maps just seem like they'd be impossible to beat. But the amiibo stuff for Mario Maker seems kind of cool. Amiibos are really the world's greatest scheme. But, while we were making the joke about the on-disc DLC thing, at least if you have Link, all of the Link on-disc DLC is unlocked. So for one price, you're unlocking all the on-disc DLC on every game you pick up. So, at least there's that. Plus, at least you have a cool little figure you can put on your desk.
True. Oh, like I said, it's just like, well, for me, I guess the thing for me is that it just seems like I was expecting something a little bit more out of this. I was expecting something that was not like I was expecting a little bit more Nintendo stuff, but it just seems like something was like kind of missing. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like something there's something missing. I think I want to say that they're not playing all their cards all together.
I don't think they are because for Nintendo, they don't see E3 as this big let's dump everything day. It's just another let's do another Nintendo Direct day.
Yeah, and I think that's what's going on. Where it's just like they weren't playing they weren't playing with their full set of cards, and it seems like maybe at another direct we'll see a little bit more better things. And I think that's what
Mm-hmm.
it is. I think that now that we've kind of like now that we're kind of in this culture of us being with these Nintendo Directs, stuff like
Yeah.
this, you know, it just seems like just another Nintendo Direct. That's what I think. It's
Yeah. And look, if it had come up and this was an E3 week, when we do the show, we'd go in and say, like, well, you know what? I'm digging some of what they're doing with Woolly World, and I'm digging, some of those Zelda games. Yeah, some cool stuff. And if you want to check it out, you can download it on your Wii U or 3DS or whatever. Or the YouTube, it's probably on there.
yeah.
And check it out if you want, but, this is the highlights. The problem is it's E3 is this is the big guns. Microsoft brings out, like, hologram Minecraft. Ubisoft brings out a hip hop guy no one cares about.
And Sony's like
Sony.
I like Santa Claus exists and also the Easter Bunny.
Yes, and they will bring you a la carte television.
And we're giving our kidneys away to make another. We're giving our kidneys to Yu Suzuki so you can finally make Shenmue 3.
I like I'm the one person who doesn't care. Like everyone else, like, oh my gosh, I'm like, none of you ever played the original Dreamcast version. Shut the fuck up. Yes, I have played the original Dreamcast version. Eh. If I was into the first game, then I would definitely be. For those who can hear it, I'm being questioned by the producer. If I was clearly into that game, I'd clearly have been into the sequels. I just was kind of like, it's okay. I mean, look, I know I make fun of the bad voiceover in the game, and a lot of people do. That's not why the game is bad. It's just not fun. I had other friends who enjoyed it more than me. I'm not. It's just I don't know. I wanted like a good martial arts RPG kind of thing. Like conceptually, I like it. It's
Virtual Quest.
Yeah, Virtual Quest kind of a thing. But it was execution that just to me fell flat. So I have nothing against the character of Rio, and I have nothing against anyone who wants the series. It's just I don't care.
It's more along the lines of like, look, finally Yu Suzuki is doing it, and that's the part I'm like, okay, that's the part I respect. It's like it's Yu Suzuki finally able to do this, and I'm like, okay, because it seemed like he was adamant about it. He's like, I want to do another one. I just want to do one more. Look at me, I'm frail and old. I just want to see my dream come true. I was like, you know what, dude?
It was supposed to be a 5-part series originally.
So you know what, dude? I respect this passion. Imagine if you will, like Hideo Kojima. He's just stuck doing all these Metal Gear games, and all he ever wanted to do was Cody Snuts.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see it.
I do. I understand it as the old man wants to go back one last time for glory. I get that, but I want to point this out that like the first game didn't sell particularly well, at least here in America. I'm not sure on the Japanese numbers. And it wasn't enough for Sega to really want to push for a sequel on the Xbox. Shenmue 2 on the Xbox somehow made it through just barely. No one bought it. I don't know anyone who's played Shenmue 2, or if I do, they've never told me. And then, okay, but apparently I know one person. And so I never cared enough to ever want to play through it or anything like that either. And then with 3, I'm just like, I'm so far removed from this franchise. You may as well be telling me, oh, we're going to do a new Alex Kidd game. And I'm like, okay, cool, go for it.
Well, Alex Kidd is technically our mascot at this point.
Yeah, it's true. I should actually get more excited about Alex Kidd until you come up with something else. I mean, for me, it was just kind of the same thing. And I hate to say this because anyone who goes to my Twitter thing and sees I have Pitt there, when they were introducing Kid Icarus Uprising and stuff like that, I was just kind of like, really? Does anyone care about this franchise anymore? Like, don't get me wrong, I like the whole semi-Greek mythology thing they did with it, but I don't care that much. And then Uprising was a great game. I'm not gonna. And the little anime story they did, the little tie-in story thing they did was kind of cute to watch. And there's nothing against it. And then I have since gotten kind of back into Kid Icarus, which is nice. And if anything, that's what that did. It actually got my interest back in the franchise after I was like, they haven't made a Kid Icarus game in like 20 years. Why does anyone care? And I don't even know if people really cared that much. I just remember being at that E3 and being with everyone else going like, really? Kid Icarus? Really? But there's certain franchises I'm so far removed from that. Here's a perfect example. Becky got all excited about the Toe Jam and Earl sequel Kickstarter. I just didn't care. I played the game once. I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do. I'm sure if someone told me what I was supposed to do, it was probably way more enjoyable. I'm sure if you're playing it co-op, it's way more enjoyable. I rented it once, didn't feel it was for me, never cared about it ever since. I'm so far removed versus something like Bloodstained, which on the other hand, I'm like, oh my god, Bloodstained. So, because it's finally a good Castlevania game. It's been a long time. Last really good one was Order of Ecclesia. A lot of people didn't like it. I loved because basically they took the Soma soul gathering system, but made it a lot easier to get those glyphs than collecting the souls of Soma. And then they had to go to all this crappy Lord of Shadows stuff. It's just basically a really bad Gears of War and a God of War game. And I own it, people. I own it. I got through the Shadow of the Colossus boss, and I was like, God, this game never ends, and nothing in this is creative at all. And I didn't care enough about 2, and I'll never play it. I played a little bit of Mirror of Fate, which was a little more of what I wanted, but a little too linear, way too linear, and way too short. It's like, you've beaten the 7 levels of this game. Congratulations. It's like, this was a full-price game. This should have just been a download if it was, and it is a download. You can get the HD version of it, but it's still like, it's like 10 levels. It's easily beaten in like an hour and a half. And that's if you're bad at the game. Yeah.
Anyways, you want to go to the I was gonna say, you want to go on to the Square Enix one?
Yeah, let me get up and refresh my